Here we go.
Are we on?
We're on.
Okay, so it's chicken processing today here at Modern Missouri Pioneers, and with Melody's help, we're going to take a little video of the way that we are cutting up our chickens today. And we're cutting them up in this fashion so that we end up with boneless chicken breast, chicken tenders, separated legs and thighs, and then our wings for hot wings will be separated into drummies and whatever that other piece is called. And then we're keeping the carcasses for doing stock on down the road. So we have a whole chicken here that's been brought in from outside in all of its glory. And the first step I've learned to do on these is to separate the wing from the chicken carcass. So I grab the wing, kind of put it on its side, and just make a cut until I find that joint, and then just work through that joint to separate the wing. The key to doing this is having a very sharp knife. The sharper your knife, the better your knife will be able to find those joints for you and cut right through. So here we have the wings. I'm going to lay them aside for a minute over here, and then I'll show you how we separate those. In prepping for the boneless chicken breasts and chicken tenders, we're going to separate the legs partially. So we're going to cut down through the skin and down far enough to pop that joint where it meets the carcass. Didn't pop through on this one, but your thigh bone is right there and it's separated out. We're going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. Again, you can see how sharp my knife is. It just slices through that skin nicely. Just grab and push, and there's your bone right there. Now leaving these on gives us a firm base for the next step. I'm just going to leave the skin on this one. It adds some flavor. If you want skinless, you can just peel that skin away. Let me peel it away a little bit though so you can see actually where I'm cutting. So let me take it off this half. Slide your knife underneath. Just cut it away. We'll get it out of the way. That way you can see. So we have the breastbone right here, and then it comes down, and for those of you that know about the pulley bone lays right there. So what we're going to do is start here at the pulley bone in the middle, and we're going to kind of make a cut, and we're going to stay on the side of the breastbone. And we're going to cut with our knife turned slightly in toward the breastbone so that it gets all that meat. Then as that separates there, you can see this is going to be your chicken tender right here, and then the rest of this is going to be your boneless chicken breast. I use my fingers to just kind of encourage that meat to pull away and just keep working my way down. When I get up here to that bone that separates, that we call the pulley bone, go underneath a little bit, and then I'm going to follow that pulley bone right down the edge and then pop right underneath it to get all that nice white meat out of there. Follow on down to here. You can see that ligament. We're going to cut that away. We're going to go ahead and slide down in here. Cut this away from the edge of the bone, and now we've got one chunk of boneless meat, and we're going to just slightly pull and work our way down to the ribs. And you're separated. Your chicken tender is still attached to your chicken breast, but all you got to do is pull. So now we've got a nice chicken tender, and we've got a boneless chicken breast. And they're going to go into the water over here. So then we're going to flip our bird around, and we're going to do the same thing. The only thing, you're going to be working from the other direction, so start up here. Now granted, I am right-handed, so lefties will be, the sides will be different. But as you slice, that starts to just pull away.
That works.
Slice on down, find that bone. I'm going to go ahead and get it away from this end. When you find that bone, hopefully my hand's out of the way. Run down the bone, and then kind of in underneath. And just go ahead and work your way down toward the ribs. That one didn't turn out quite as pretty and smooth as it's supposed to. One side's always easier for me than the other. This is obviously not my preferred side. Keep working down. There's that ligament for your tender. The end of your breast. Cut it away. I'm just going to get rid of that skin. And again, pull to separate your tender. Chicken tender. Boneless breast. And then, so our next step then is to go ahead and separate from the carcass the thigh and the leg. And we've got our bone popped up right here. So our knife is just going to follow around that bone, around the carcass, and just cut that away. So I believe in the grocery store this is what they call a chicken quarter. Mm-hmm. And you've got your thigh attached to your drumstick. I hold my drumstick in one hand, one set of fingers, my thigh in the other, and where it bends, you have a joint. And if you just go straight down, your knife will help you find that joint and pop right through. Put your knife underneath, cut straight up, away from your hand, and you've got a nice drumstick with a trailing feather and a thigh. Into the cold water, and we'll do the other side.
I think so. I mean,
I didn't mean that at all.
No.
I was just...
Again, apparently this is my preferred side because it's much prettier. Fold over, find the joint.
This really ain't been too bad today.
Up from the bottom. You've got 2 and 2. Or 1 and 1. For a total of 2 and 2. Our carcass left over has meat down the back. Has a little bit of breast meat left in there, but not a whole lot. So it's going to go over here in a tub to hold for broth or stock. And we'll cut the wings apart. The wings have 2 joints for 3 parts. The tip,
don't worry, I got this part there.
we cut across.
Oh, okay.
Pop it. There's that joint. Cut into the joint. Cut your tip off. That tip's going to go with the carcass to make stock because there's not enough meat on it to eat.
Yeah.
Cut, pop, and then through the joint. So, more stock flavor. The hot wings, I know these are called the drummy. I'm not sure what this is called, but we keep them both. We simply cut down, separate those 2, you pull back, that joint separates, and you cut down through the middle. You've got it 2 bones with the meat in between, that's a darker meat. And then you've got your drummy, which is like a mini leg. It's got white meat. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Fold over, pop that joint. And there you go. Put them in the cold water for final cleanup. And then we'll be able to freeze. In fact, Justin's laying out the breasts and tenders over here. We will freeze
Hi, Justin.
individually.
How's your mom, man?
And then package so that we can take out just 2 or 3 breasts, depending on how many people we're feeding. And then we package legs in one, thighs in one, and then our hot wings go in another. And that way we have all the convenience of store-bought with all the good stuff of homegrown.